Hey guys, this is Al, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I do not do. All right. And it pertains to online marketing. Now, when I first started to do online marketing years ago, when I first got online, I basically didn't know anything. So I basically was looking for online mentors to help me. And anything they said do, I did it. If they said I needed to build a list and I needed to sign up for Aweber, I did it. If they said get response and if they said GVO, or if they said some other type of program or some other type of software or some other type of automated system, basically I was on it. Okay. And I was just inundated with a lot of things. Then what happened was that when the social media marketing phase came in, Web 3.0, that kind of stuff, or 2.0, basically, I then began to focusing on, I got to get my social media marketing stuff together, and I started doing that. And there were so many programs and so many things. And back when I started, it was harder to get a lot of the stuff done. But in some ways it was easier to get a lot of stuff done too, and I'll talk about that. But basically, from looking at all the things that I used to do to now, and I'm saying I don't do any of those things I used to do anymore. And the reason why is because things have changed so much. And here's why I stopped doing it. Friends of mine would call me and they would ask me to basically sign up for their program. And inside myself, I would feel like I couldn't stand certain aspects of the online marketing world. I couldn't stand it. And I was trying to figure out what it is that I couldn't stand. And I realized what it was. I realized that when I got started with online marketing, I didn't get started so that I could spend my day chained to my computer or focusing on lead generation and marketing to new people and building downlines and stuff like that. I didn't care about that stuff. You know what I cared about? I cared about time freedom. I cared about making sure that I could go out on a sunny day and take a walk in the park or have lunch with my kids or something like that. And I wasn't really concerned about all this other junk. And so what happened was that when I started focusing on what I really loved, I decided that I was going to take an inventory. And I have to say that I remember I was reading the 4-Hour Work Week when I first got started. And then the other thing that happened was I also started applying some of the principles in that. And I started cutting out things in my life. Now, I don't know if this is true for you, but this is true for me. Some of the stuff that I did online, I just hated doing it. And so I stopped doing it. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Because I was, I didn't want to basically write email copy and send it out to a list or send multiple emails to somebody or set up an Aweber account so that I could send out multiple emails to people who really weren't interested anyway. That's what I was doing. And then what happens is I said, I don't want to receive spam from people, so why would I send out spam? I'm not interested in getting stuff that I'm not interested in, so why am I sending out stuff that these people are obviously not interested in? I want to only deal with people who are interested in what I am offering and are serious about building their business. So what happens is I decided that I was only going to do the things that I like doing. So this is how that worked. Basically, I got a sheet of paper and I drew a line down the middle of it. And then what I did was I wrote on the left side of the sheet of paper all the things that I love doing, All the things I love about my business. And I wrote that down. Then on the right side of the sheet of paper, I wrote down all the things I hated doing. And then after I wrote that down, I committed myself that I was no longer going to do the things that I hated doing. All right, so what does that mean? Some of the stuff I outsourced so that somebody else could do the stuff I hated doing. Some of the stuff I found a technology solution that did the thing way better than I could do it and fell in line to what I was, the way that I was as my personality. And so let me give you a case in point. Remember I was talking about the Aweber account. I don't particularly care to write ad copy. I'm good at it. People tell me that I'm good at it, but I don't like writing it for myself. I like writing it for my clients. Okay? Because the thing here is that I would prefer, if I'm going to share information, that I just share it with, of course, you in video, because it's easier. So what happened was I looked at the redundancy of having a Aweber account and also a YouTube account. Because here's the thing. If you watch this channel or watch one of my other channels, you're a subscriber. And if you're not, then just subscribe and then you will become a subscriber. And then what happens is you will then receive the new videos that I post in your email because YouTube will send you a notification letting you know, hey, there's something new. Or when you log on, you'll see a new video that I posted and then you'll watch it and so on and so forth. And so why do I need to email you from an Aweber account telling you about the new content that I have? Because YouTube already did that for me. So why should I pay for an Aweber account? And I'm not picking on Aweber. The other thing was I also was signed up, I remember, with Traffic Geyser, because at that time Traffic Geyser was sending a lot of traffic and backlinks were the thing and people were all into the backlinks. And so I was, using the Traffic Geyser system to get lots of traffic. And then when I started researching it and I started realizing that social media was the way to do it, and I started creating multiple social media accounts that I can control with a social media manager, I no longer needed Traffic Geyser. So that was out. And so what happens is that I started using the technological advancements for, my peace of mind. Another example was I used to have to go and pick up checks from my clients, driving all around town, picking up checks. I hated that because I don't like to drive. I'm a good driver, but from years of being a real estate appraiser, I don't like driving. So what happens is I particularly don't like going to the mailbox either or the post office to send off mail. So what happens was that I got a PayPal account, and PayPal started with an invoicing system, so I could just send out invoices via email, and my clients would pay the invoices, and then I'd be happy, and I didn't have to drive anywhere. Okay, and I shunned meetings. Okay, here's the thing. The old school way of having to go to meetings and stuff like that, I hate that kind of stuff because that means that I have to get dressed, I have to put on a suit and tie, or I have to put on something that's business attire. And if you guys watch my channel long enough to know, you know that Al rolls like this. It's just a simple, shirt. I keep it very simple because this is what I feel comfortable in. And the thing is, I don't like driving, as I stated. I don't want to have to go dress up so that I can get a check. Give me a break. It's like, that's why the Lord invented credit cards, so that people could pay me without me having to go and pick up the check. All right. So the point that I'm making here, very simply, is that you have to use the technology to change the things you don't like about life. Now, one of the things I've always done is to get more information. I've always had to either get a book or an audio book. I prefer audiobooks because of the fact that I can just listen to them pretty much anywhere. I can just turn the volume up loud and then listen to them in the house or whatever. Or I can listen to them, on my phone or something like that. But here's the thing. I recently discovered how to just speed up the time and not have to deal with a lot of the drama. Basically, now I get audiobooks that are already available on YouTube, and I will go in and adjust the speed of the video so that I can go through the book faster. Now, that wasn't something that years ago you could do. New function, new a way of making things happen. So all I'm saying is that there's so much stuff that I don't do anymore. And there's probably stuff that you shouldn't be doing anymore either. So you want to look at what you're doing and ask yourself critical questions. Here are the questions that you need to ask. What do I like doing? And then you want to make sure you write that on a sheet of paper on the left side or the right side. Doesn't matter. But you want to write out what you like doing. And then you want to write out the things you hate doing, the things you don't like doing with your business. If you don't like going to any type of meetings, or you don't like being part of any type of network marketing group, then don't do network marketing. People try to call me all the time to join their group, and I tell them, no, I'm not doing that, because I know my core value. And one of my core values is that I refuse to meet people to sell them stuff. I refuse to do it. The reason why is because I can record a video, I can explain everything in the video, I can show them the slides and everything like that, and I can upload it and hit send. I do not have to drive 45 minutes to your house so that I can show you a presentation so that I can partake in your cold bean dip. I'm not doing that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then maybe you guys need to think of some of the things that you don't do anymore, or you shouldn't do anymore, what technology solutions you can use, or what have you. All right. So with that said, that's some of the things that I don't do anymore. You can leave a comment in the description below to tell me what you don't do anymore, what you have learned just to skip, and how your life is better because you've learned how to skip it. Now, if you are a subscriber to this channel and you don't want to receive, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, and you do not want to receive any email notes from me, but you want the information, then just subscribe to the channel. Anything new that I post, you'll get it in your email, and I'm sure that you'll find it valuable, as you found this video to be so valuable as well. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. Peace.